It is hot, it is sweaty, I've just gotten back from work and I'm in my underwear. It is time to review some classic old gaming formats. Or consoles, or whatever you want to call them. Let me just open by saying, hello! I am Elliot, and I'm the ambassador for, ambassador for the channel Be Like Me, Yell at People. And this channel is pretty much exclusively dedicated to handheld gaming and the history that's leading up to the PlayStation Vita. Yes, just because I say PlayStation Vita doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of the 3DS. It's a fine piece of hardware, so feel free to bombard me with I hate you comments below, and this is huge war, rada. Anyway, so yes. So, we're dedicated to handheld gaming here, right? So, you say, I ask you, what is the best-selling gaming console of all time? You would say something like, oh man, I think the Xbox 360 is totally good. Or all you fat kids with the neckbeards are all like, no man, the PS3 is totally the best. It was the best selling thing ever. I would tell you both to shut up and say no. For your information, the Game Boy, the Game Boy is the best selling gaming device of all time. Let me just lay down some knowledge for you. There have been roughly, I'm fairly sure this is accurate, 1 billion gazillion units of this actually made. No, that's not actually true. But a true statistic is 1/6 of the Earth's population have owned a Game Boy at some point in their life. When you think about it, that is a fuck ton. Think of all them tribes in Africa who don't even know what Game Boys are. They don't even know what anything is except for, like grubs and sticks and shit. No, think of that. 1/6. If you can out 6 of your mates, if you have 6 mates, and ask them all if they, have had a Game Boy, 1 in 6 of them, probably more, would have said, yes, I have had a Game Boy at some point in my life. And that's just this one. This isn't including the Game Boy Advance. I'm saying 1 in 6 of the population have owned a Game Boy or Game Boy Pocket. Not Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Micro or any of them little failed spin-offs. Yes, this one. Yeah. Anyway, quick overview. I'm going to just, because when I was a little kid, I put all these freaking homo stickers all over the back. I'm going to actually review the broken copy that I have. That's right, I'm white enough to own 2 of them. I'm going to review this one, even though it's got a little bit of acid damage in the back, but just erase that from memory for a moment. Alright, Game Boy Advance. Black and white, really pixelated screen on the front. Probably the least responsive D-pad in the history of ever. 2 relatively good A and B buttons. The worst start and select buttons that were ever created ever. Seriously, you have to press so bloody hard to actually get them to register. You have your on button. You have your, what is that? Oh, there's the multiplayer port, the volume slider. And can I just say, Nintendo, this was such a better idea. It's not even a slider. I take that back. It's like a wheel. You spin multiple times before it'll hit. But this is such, I cannot explain how much of a better volume idea this is than the stupid slider that they've been hanging on to with the DS and 3DS and all that shit. That one has no range of volume. You have off or on, or if you're feeling really sassy, you could put it halfway. Whew. No, the slider gives you a wide range of volumes. Sorry, I'm real anal about that. On the bottom, we have I think it's 3 volt. Don't hold me to that. What is it? Is it a 3 volt? Oh, I don't tell a lie. It's a 3 volt charger, so you can charge batteries in there. Like, they have to be rechargeable batteries, keep in mind, or it's just blow up and has damage and it doesn't work anymore. Rechargeable batteries, you can charge it if you have the special accessory port, which doesn't come with the Game Boy. You have to actually buy one. I did have one at one point, but I've lost it. Headphone port, 3.5mm jack. Pretty just standard headphone port. You can use one from your iPod or Zune. No, I'm joking. Nobody owns a freaking Zune. You have your Game Boy. No, the actual game cartridge slider port thing there, that's where you put it in. And have I missed anything? Oh, yes, of course, I have. This is the pretty pointless contrast button, because I'm not sure if you've ever played a Game Boy, but it has 3 colours, black, grey, and white. And if you decide, I'm feeling pretty sassy today, I'm going to start playing with the contrast. You have a range from completely black, completely white, or visible. And visible, if you're if you're that much of a vegetable that you can't tell what I'm talking about, is the middle. If you put it into the middle, you'll be able to see what's on the screen. Put it anywhere else, and you're fucked. Anyway, oh yeah, and that's where sound come out, you know, because if you're going to buy something, you know, a gaming device, you'd hope that it'd have sound. Not that there's that much sound to, you know, hold. It's all pretty much 8-bit, and once you've heard one tone, you've heard them all. Alright. A game cartridge. Oop, hit the light. Nice job, Elliot. Okay, game cartridges. If you haven't seen them before, and that would obviously mean that you've had to live on like a freaking rock or something like that, this is a Game Boy cartridge. Yeah, I know, right? Space age. And it doesn't spin when you put it in the device. It's not a disc. Anyway, so yes, this is the cartridge. Slots into the back, like so. And don't expect it to work first time. That is your first mistake. If you think, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to play a game, you're just going to switch it on. Oh no, you're damaged to have. Okay, well, this one's going to start first time because, you know, obviously I'm a god among men. But, you know, 5 times out of 10, you're going to put it in. Yay, I'm so excited to play this new game. And it's going to have, on that little bit of a, you know, on the entering of the thing, it's going to collect dust. And that dust is going to stick to all that shiny stuff just there, which means that when you put it in, it's going to come out all disgusting and gross, and then it's not actually going to play, and your thing's going to blow up in your hands, and you'll lose all the cartilage and webbing in your fingers. Not really, it's just you're going to have to take it out, blow on it, as so. I'm not sure if you heard that, but that would be blowing on it, and then re-put it back in about 5 or 6 times before it works. This has recently been cleaned, so that's why it didn't work, but, you know, digging this out of my cupboard, oh man, did I have to, whew, I feel like a prostitute blowing on all these cartridges. It was so sexy, I should have filmed it. That's how I got my subscribers, people. Not that I have any at the moment, but here's hoping. Anyway, what does it look like when you turn on, you say? Well, I tell you to shut up and keep watching. This is what it looks like when you turn it on. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Oh, Nintendo, lay down that sexy icon with me. Oh, what? The volume's turned off. I am a colossal retard. You didn't get to hear the ding ding. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? I hope you're ready for it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait for it. Oh, damn. Alright. Alright. Just opening comment. No, this isn't really opening comment. We're 7 minutes 30 into the video now, but very, very, very good speakers. I'm saying that now. The speakers are excellent and there's things for its time, you know. Half the electronics you buy these days, it says, oh, it comes with speakers. It doesn't say come. You just expect it to come with speakers, and they're the most piss-weak, dreadful, gouge your eyes out with a blunt spoon. Spoons are always blunt, what am I saying? Anyway, but they're terrible. They just make you want to kill you. These are actually relatively decent things. Alright, I'm going to just show you what I mean here. Alright, so yeah, it's very pixelated, very blocky, you know, just normal black and white. This is what I mean by the contrast. I'm on medium contrast. Let's just pull it up a little bit. Now you can't see a freaking thing. You can go completely clear, you know, if you're feeling sassy. Or, yeah, it's okay, I'm getting there, settle down. Or you can choose, you know, oh yeah, I don't know why, but I want it to be really, really black. I don't want to see what I'm trying to do. So you can try to bring the contrast down, but then you can't see a bloody thing. So, yeah, black or white. Or you can put it in the middle and actually see what you're doing. It's a bit too bright, and there you go, sweet spot. Oh, look at that, sexy. Another thing that's, I'm just going to go through the pros and cons of this system now. I'll just go start with cons. Cons are the screen is kind of difficult to see even with good contrast. Like, you need to be, if you don't have the correct lighting, as seen by this example, you can't really see much. If you have too much lighting, you can't see much at all. If you can hit that sweet spot and see, oh, okay, cool, I can actually see what I'm doing. But, and strangely enough, this is actually sort of more like an outdoors thing. If you're outdoors, you see the screen beautifully, but if you're indoors, not so much. You'll actually have a lot of trouble trying to, you know, find a light that'll supply enough, you know, light to actually play the thing. So, yes, another con, alright, give me a sec. Another con is I put these stupid gay stickers on when I was about 8. Another con, oh yeah, this, these actually have a bit of a reputation for being very sticky, and you actually try a few times before it'll turn on. Con, yeah. Bloody oath. Here we go. You ready for this? This is the worst bloody D-pad in the history of ever, because I've had this for like over a decade now. This is my first gaming thing ever. and you really have to push. Like, here we go, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to push down on this. And see nothing happens? But if I push really hard, there. See, it's very... You have to really push it to get it to work. So playing flying games and stuff, when you need agility, you're sitting there like getting arthritis in your finger like freaking madness. But yes, whoa, settle down. There you go. See how much range was in that volume? Popping a hard on right now. Okay, I've sort of reached the max here. Oop, knocked the light. Good job, Elliot. If I was going to have to give it a rating out of 10, I hate giving ratings out of 10, but people complain if you don't give them, and then you have to hunt them down, which takes like money, and then you have to kill them, and then it's like hiding the body's a bitch. So, yeah, out of 10, I'd still probably give it a 6. And that may sound like shitty, but that's actually pretty good for something that is... Oh, man, this thing would be over 20 years old. I'm not talking about this one, but I'm saying Game Boys in general. And I remember looking on eBay to see if I could buy a few more of these. Probably about 2 years ago, they were $5 each. Now they've actually gone up to $20. And to buy a brand new one, it's $130. If you were to pick up a new one of these off eBay, keep it for 20 years, you've actually got yourself quite a good collector's item, because this is going to start... This is slowly becoming more retro to own one of these things. So that if you were, within the next 20, 30 years, they'll actually be worth quite a lot, in my opinion. So don't shoot me if you pay, $200 to get these things, and then, they end up worth nothing, or if 2012 actually happens, and, everything gets destroyed, and you wasted your money, and you're dead. Don't hate on me, right? So yeah, if you want one of these, $5 on eBay for a used one, don't expect it to work. $130 for a new one, you could probably expect that one to work. And yes, so that is the Game Boy Advance. No, but shut up. It's the Game Boy Pocket. But yes, so I will probably end up doing a few actual little game reviews of the games I actually like. So if you have a favourite game, either send it to me or go get fucked. This is Elliot. This was his review on the Game Boy Pocket. And yeah, trying to think of a smart and witty way to end the video. So, I'll see you later, folks. Mates? Pals? Buddies? Okay, I'm really leaving now.